Very good morning to all of you. This is your second lecture from physical and chemical changes. In previous lecture, we have discussed lots of things about physical change, what is happening in physical change, and also we have discussed the characteristics of physical changes. In the last topic was sublimation and condensation and boiling and freezing point. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss about the condensation with activity, and also we will discuss about the sublimation, because that is a very important topic for your further knowledge. Suppose you will go in 8th class, 9th class, it will help you out. So my dear students, you are sitting here, try to take your pen and copy and note down whatever main topic and main points are given here. So start our classes. Now I am going to show condensation. So what is condensation? We know condensation when water vapor converting into water droplets, when it passing through the cooler region, cooler surface, this is called condensation. You have observed in a summer season, you used to carry a water bottle, cold water bottle, and after keeping that water bottle inside your bag, you observed few water droplets are there. Your book will be wet with that water because of water droplets. We know that our environment contain lots of water vapor, and when this water vapor passing through the cooler region or cooler surface, it start converting into small water droplets, and that is called condensation. And also you can check humidity, how much humidity is there in your environment by this activity. Take the 2 and 3 ice cubes and put inside the glass and keep that glass in open area. After 4 and 5 minutes, you will observe many water droplets are sticking around the vessels in which you are kept the ice cube, which shows the how much water is present in our environment. In a rainy season, you will find lots of water droplets are there, and in summer season you will find very few water droplets is there. Means it shows the quantity of amount of water vapor is present in environment. If water vapor is high, then humidity will be high. If water vapor will be low, humidity will be low. So my dear students, in this activity we will see that how to check how much humidity is there in our environment. So let's see. I think you have seen how much water vapors are there. Means you can check how much humidity is there, and you can observe many water droplets are flowing from top of the glass to the bottom. It happened due to condensation, yani converting the water vapor into water droplets, because it is sticking around the cooler surface and cooler region. So my dear student, I think you are able to understand what is a condensation. Now I am going to show next activity. Let's see. Now sublimation, what is the exact meaning sublimation? Sublimation means when you will heat any solid substance, on heating it will directly change into gas. It will not passing through the liquid state. Means solid will change into gas, and gas again come back to its solid state on cooling. There is no any liquid state, and that is called sublimation. So you can see also what I am written here, the phenomenon of change of solid directly to gas, conversion of gas directly to liquid without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. And that phenomenon of change of solid directly to gas, to the conversion of gas directly to the liquid without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. Yes, my dear student, you can see here it is very clear. When you are heating sublimine substance, it will start changing into gas, and on cooling it will come back to its original state in solid state. That is called sublimation. And the substances which shows this property, that is called sublimine substance. And you have lots of things like camphor, iodine ball, ammonium chloride, naphthalene ball. All these are sublimine substances. You can see here I am trying to show some experiment. You can see a tripod stand is there, one burner is there, and I have taken one china dish, and in china dish few salt of few materials are there. That material is called sublimine substances. It may be ammonium chloride, it may be camphor, it may be naphthalene. And you have also observed one funnel is kept upside down, and upside is blocked with the cotton. On heating, you will observe that solid substance start converting into gaseous state, and when it goes upside the funnel, it start converting into solid state, because the temperature of tip of the funnel is lower than at the bottom of the china dish. Because here you can see how solid change into gas and gas change into solid. So try to see. I am going to show you activity. Let's see.
Take some camphor in a china dish.
You can see that ammonium chloride and sublimine substance is there. It start converting into gas, and after some time it is collecting at the tip of the funnel. It means it is showing sublimation phenomenon. Now let's move to the other slide. Other examples of physical changes. Just see. We have seen condensation, evaporation, sublimation. Now here other examples are given. Just see. Melting of butter or ice cream, that is also a physical change, because no any new substances are formed, only state is changing from solid to liquid. Magnetizing the iron bar, yes, It is also a kind of physical changes. Shaping of glass by heating, formation of crystal of sugar, salt and snow flakes. These are the other example of physical changes. Now I think we have discussed what is a physical change, exact meaning of physical change. Physical change in that kind of change in which no new substances are formed, only state will change. Either it may shape, size, color or states. Now characteristics of physical changes. Now what is the characteristic? First, no new substances are formed. Yes, it is already I have discussed. What is the characteristic of physical change? No new substances are formed. Second, physical change is a temporary change. It can be reversed also. A physical change is reversible. During a physical change, there is no change in the composition of the substances. Yes, composition will be remain same. It will not change. And the properties of the substances remain same. And last one, they may or may not be absorbed or evolved energy. Means it may be energy will evolve, it may be not. So these are the characteristic of physical change, and also we have seen lots of example of physical changes. I think you can write, you can give your answer in your copy very well. Now let's move to the chemical changes. What is the chemical changes? So my dear students, in a chemical change, the change in which new substances are formed, characteristic will be changed. So here I am trying to make you understand what is a chemical changes. Let's see. Chemical changes. The chemical changes are permanent change in which the composition and properties of substances change and new substances are formed. Yes, characteristic will change and new substance will form. It is a main characteristics of chemical changes. Now, the change cannot be reversed on reversing the condition of the changes. Yes, chemical change cannot be reversed on changing the condition. The substances before the reaction are called reactant, while new substances which are formed is called product. Yes, my dear students, in a chemical reaction, suppose carbon, paper is burnt in the presence of oxygen, means paper will react with oxygen, produce carbon dioxide. Means before the reaction, paper and oxygen will be called reactant, and after reaction, whatever new substances are formed, that is called product. You can see here carbon dioxide reacting with water, producing glucose and oxygen. Before reaction, it's a red zone, that is called reactant, and in white zone, that is called product. And you know, in a chemical reaction, the properties of product is totally different from the properties of reactant. Means there is a new substances are formed, and that is called chemical reactions. Now, few other examples of chemical reaction. Here, burning of paper. Burning of paper is also called chemical reaction. Yes, when paper get burned, it will produce heat, light, carbon dioxide and ash. Means new substances are formed, and this is chemical reaction. You can see that. Yes, only ashes are there, means only you will get new substance, and that is called chemical changes. Now other examples is given. Burning of magnesium ribbon. I think after the reopening the school, I'll show you burning of magnesium ribbon in laboratory. Magnesium, when it burn, it produce dazzling light. So you will feel very happy after seeing it. So let the school start. I'll show you, definitely I'll show you. Now you can see that how much light it is giving. Let's see. This is a magnesium ribbon. When it start burning, you can see lots of lights, dazzling light. You can see that. It is a kind of chemical reaction. Again, next. Rusting of iron is also a kind of chemical reaction. What happens in this reaction? When iron object is left in air, air contain moisture also, for the long time, considerable time, it get covered with red brown layer, and that red brown layer is called rust, and this process is called rusting. So my dear students, whenever you are buying some iron goods, try to paint it, try to cover with some varnish over it, so that it will not get rusted. Next example is that other example of chemical reaction, fermentation of sugar solution to alcohol. Yes, in a sugar factory, molasses of sugar, it is used to make alcohol, ethanol, by the action of enzyme, and this process is called fermentation, and during this process alcohol will produce. I know the taste of sugar is very sweet, but taste of alcohol is very bitter. So my dear student, you can see that the fermentation of sugar solution to alcohol, the sweet taste of sugar changed to somewhat bitter taste with the strong flavor. Here other examples are given. Digestion of food in stomach. Yes, digestion, you are having chapatis, you are having rice, cooked pulses, vegetables, and finally what happened after the reacting, after the oxidation of food inside your stomach, it will convert it into glucose. Now burning of fuel like CNG, LPG, petrol, diesel, because these are the carbonic compound, when it burn in the presence of oxygen, produce carbon dioxide, energy, heat, water vapor. Respiration in animal and plants, because during the respiration food will get oxidized and produce glucose and energy. Germination of seed, reaping of fruit, sour, bitter and raw fruit change to sweet smelling and tasty fruits, that is also called chemical change. So I think my dear students, we have discussed what is a chemical change, characteristic of chemical changes. Now characteristic of chemical changes I am going to show some here. A new substances are formed. Definitely in a chemical reaction always new substances will form. Chemical change, the change is permanent. In a chemical change, whatever change will take place, it will be permanent. The change is irreversible, it cannot be reversed. Generally, it cannot be reversed. The composition and properties of substances are altered during the chemical reaction, means characteristic will change totally. Suppose oxygen is a gas, hydrogen is gas. When it react with produce water, and water has a different property than its constituent particles like oxygen and hydrogen gas. Heat and light energy are evolved or absorbed. Yes, during chemical reaction, energy either will be absorbed or evolved. Chemical change, sometime sound energy is also given. Yes, like a cracking bomb, you can see that lots of loud sounds is coming from that side because of chemical reaction. Now I am going to show you one more examples. I think we have discussed what is physical reaction, what is a chemical reaction. Physical reaction means only state will change, size will change, color will change, means no new substances will be formed. Physical change is reversible change, it is a temporary change, it can be reversed. And chemical change is a permanent change, composition of elements will be changed, and characteristic of product will be different from its constituent particles. Now I am going to show you one experiment, one activity in which both physical and chemical changes taking place. You can see that. Here candle is burning. Burning of candle means wax start burning. When wax is a petroleum product, it contains carbon. When it react with oxygen, means burn in the presence of oxygen, produce light, heat, carbon dioxide, water vapor, means new substances will be formed. But during the burning, wax will also get melt. The melting of wax is a physical change, but burning of wax is a chemical change. Means during the burning of candle, both changes are taking place, physical changes and chemical changes. Here you can see that change in which both physical and chemical changes takes place simultaneously. Example, burning of candle. Candle is a solid wax, melt. Liquid wax, cooled. Solid wax means only state are changing from solid to liquid to solid again on cooling. Now it is a physical change and it is a chemical change. So my dear students, it is very clear from the burning of candle, both chemical as well as physical, both reactions are taking place simultaneously, means both occur at the same time. Means melting of wax is a physical change and burning of wax is a chemical change, because in that change new substances are formed. So I think my dear students, you are able to understand what is condensation, sublimation, physical change, characteristic of physical change, what is chemical change, examples of chemical change, characteristic of chemical change, and last topic is activity in which both physical and chemical reactions are taking place, like a burning of candle, where melting of wax is a physical change and burning of wax is a chemical change. So my dear student, today is the last time is going on, so bye and wait for the next class. Thank you.